Okay, well, we're gonna have to watch this. Well, you're gonna have to come back on and give us
I
we'll have
will.
to
I
do
will.
an update on that. Moving on to a different woman. This is a woman. It's
Okay.
a different franchise. It's a different show. This woman is named Teresa Giudice. Teresa Giudice. There's different ways to pronounce her last
Uh-huh.
name. She was born Teresa Gorga in May 18th of 1972. So she's from Jersey. She's from Jersey Housewives. Born Teresa Gorga, May 18th, 1972, and she was born in New Jersey. Before I tell you anything about her and her current situation, what type of feeling do you get from her?
Well, first of all, she is definitely alpha female. She is a Taurus, is her sun's sign. Her moon sign's a Cancer, which, and then the year 72, um, she is going through some sort of, oh God, like she's regenerating, she's rebirthing herself. She's going to be letting go of a lot of people in her life, or people will start to kind of move away, but it's not necessarily a bad thing for her. She hasn't been able to really express herself too much. And that is getting ready to happen. And when she does, it's going to be powerful. Uh, she's going through some type of spirit, and I know I'm a psychic and this is going to sound so psychic like, but she is going through something spiritual, like something spiritual is going on, whether she's ascending, whether she's just kind of coming into herself, but she's really fixing to find her voice again. Where some people, when I look at her energy levels, I'm sure she comes across as a little harsh sometimes, but she's got a heart of gold. um, she's been done wrong. There is something going on right now. She is entangled in a web that it's like, when I look at it, I'm from Louisiana, so when I say this, people don't run. It reminds me of the true voodoo dolls with the little X's on the mouth, like they can't speak. That's what I'm seeing with her, but that's fixing to start coming out. And when it does, she's going to do a lot. And FYI, I'm sorry, what's her first name? Teresa?
Teresa, yeah.
Teresa, girl, get ready, because there is a new business venture, or a business venture that you started to work on that hasn't manifested itself. Um, that is fixing to come to fruition. That is going to be a major, major money thing for you. Like it will set you up, it will set your grandchildren up for years to come. So hang tight, girl. She's all in that. Somebody took money from her. Going back to
Yeah.
that.
Somebody took, well, she married her high school sweetheart, and
Mhm.
he committed more, she signed some papers. They both were found guilty in a court. She went to jail, he went to jail, not together. He was deported. So,
Right.
there was money. So there's money taken in that respect from her.
Oh,
She committed this crime, and she signed, and whether she knew or not, I mean, the judge determined what he did. So, I mean, she had money taken technically in that sense. She is going through something. I don't know if this could have to do with the rebirth. The show Real Housewives of New Jersey has just had one of its
mhm.
most explosive seasons, but because of that, it's on pause. Like, they're not sure what they're going to do with
Oh,
the show. Now, she is number one on the call sheet, as they say in this business. She probably makes like $2 million a year, if I had to guess, which is very high for a Real Housewife. She's been on the show for 14 years. Like, she is the star of
oh,
the
wow.
show.
Good for her.
But we don't know if the show A is coming back now. If the show does come back, where we never could have seen the show without her, there is a possibility she could lose her job. So, like, she is kind of at this when you talk about like there now, you're saying no, she's not going to lose her job.
She's not going to lose her job. Um, well, one, they kind of need her to have the show if they're going to continue. They will continue it. Uh, there's going to be some type of revamp in it a little bit. But it's going to be fine. So don't, Teresa, don't worry about it. You got this, girl. Yeah, no, they're not going to let her go.
You think she's going to stay?
There's going to be a lot of drama about it. It is a lot of drama, but when I talk about the rebirth for her, and they may even do some type of spinoff, um, like there's another show behind that, and I don't feel like the whole cast would be on it, but definitely some of them. But yeah, they're not gonna, they're not. the the ratings are too high. It's too visible. It's too visible for it not to continue.
Yeah, and I mean, I would agree. I've done a whole show on this sometime recently. I don't even remember when. I don't think she's, she did a lot of stuff off air, which they say she did, but I still don't think that I personally agree with you. I don't think she's going to be let go. So it's interesting to hear it from you. And there has been a lot of talk about a spinoff. What about, you say that which is kind of the next person that we get into, and this is kind of tied with Teresa, so I'll go back and forth a little bit. Like
Okay.
when you say she's been wronged or there's something going on, or a lot of people are going to start to leave her. She has this new marriage. Now, maybe it's within the past 2 years to this guy,
Okay.
Louie. So his name is Louie Realias. He was born April 23 of 1975. So a little bit younger. Louis Reales, April 23, 1975. What vibes do you have on him? And then I'll get into some of the specifics, how that may relate to some of the stuff you just said about Teresa.
Okay, so I don't, okay, so let me first start off. So, okay, this is going to get juicy, folks, so just hang tight. He's not necessarily a bad person. Looking at him, he's can be a hard worker, although I do kind of feel like he's riding off of her a little bit. Um, have you ever watched a movie? Like, I'm into horror movies, right? I love it. So when a ghost is like coming into them and their face changes and it's them and it's not, he's got a face changing. It's not him. There is some information that the public does not know about him. There is something in his past that is not right. And what I mean by that is he is a master manipulator. Now, I'm not saying that they don't love each other, because I'm 100% sure there is love there. But it looks like Teresa's starting to kind of feel the pressure from him a little bit. And it's not that I feel like he controls. He doesn't, because she is very strong. She's a true alpha female. However, I feel like she feels like she's raising another kid almost. He has some behavioral issues that stems from childhood. These are self-destructive tendencies, and he will end up losing her. They're not going to be together. I give them maybe another year.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
You just don't see it lasting.
I mean, I think they do love each other. It's not the love that's going to tear them apart. It's the lies that are going to start coming out. And I don't feel like he's ever been real faithful to people. And that stems back from his childhood. He just needs to see a good therapist. But and not that he's going to cheat on her, but it feels like she thinks he will. Or he thinks